it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, we have possibly the breakthrough player from the 1920 season here in Alphonso Davies.
He came into the side as a winger come virtuous left back after injuries to a couple of senior players, and in that moment they found that they had uncovered an absolute gem.
Yeah, well, wingers being forced to play a little deeper is something you often see when players get older, but not this guy. He has to be one of the greatest defensive fullbacks we've ever seen. And whatever about his footballing game, Peter, you can't not like his enthusiasm, his desire, his spirit to just keep raiding the flank.
And it's Davis. Rafinha, and now the breakaway. And that could set him on his way. Calmly anticipates. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Fabinho. Danilo. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Davis did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's played forward. Danilo cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. Osorio. Now it's Larin. Shapes to shoot! First effort on goal.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Miller cuts it out. Buchanan. David. Davis. Davis. Now it's David. And that was very necessary. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he stop it going out? And that is as far as they're going to go. Laia. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Bruno Guimaraes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Guimaraes. Esteval. Vinicius Junior. Buchanan. David. Santos. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rafinha. That has found him in acres of space. And that has been cleared. Santos. Here's a chance! Missed by a fraction. Laia. Hurtling down that right flank. Waterman. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho forwards and with intent. Esteval. Santos. Esteval. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played back in. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! That had everyone off their seats.
Rafinha, well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Osorio. Lallea. Waterman. Osorio. Aim forwards. Corner then. Davis goes short. Time to deliver. Bremer gets good distance on it. Referee's given a throw. Miller. Davis. Miller. Waterman. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lallea picks it up now. Lallea has it out wide and in space. That's tidy. Looking for a decent ball in. Showing good feet. There will be a throw-in. Santos. Marquinhos. Looks to the other side. Davis. Buchanan. David. Davis. And that is out of play. Shot, surely! Danilo is there, and he can get that clear. Waterman. Vinicius Junior. Fabinho. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That is good strength. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. So who's he picking out? That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, super find. And the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Larin. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Bruno Guimaraes. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Marquinhos, that's a sharp pass. Nicely intercepted. Osorio. Always onto this. David, there's the shot! Edison herring after the ball here. Marquinhos shifted upfield.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Davis!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Looks across and plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Buchanan. Miller, gently done. Now it's David. Looking here to chip it through. Osorio. Larin. And Larin! Goal! There is the breakthrough. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Canada are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Santos. Santos drives forward on the overlap. Played in. He's there to get rid. And they've been given a corner. They've played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Bruno Guimaraes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Fabinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's neat. Santos proves too strong. David spread out to the left. So what can they make of this? Buchanan played out to the left flank. And it's Davis. That's an excellent interception. And they can counter here. Marquinhos. Bremer. Danilo. Santos Out to the left it goes. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Great work on the overlap. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
David in acres of space out wide. David, ping, and he shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho. That has been cut short. Miller. Waterman. That's really well manoeuvred. Osorio. And he goes cross-field. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Danilo has it in a wide position. A header! Danger averted for now. Bremer. Fabinho. Santos. Back into the middle. Oh, good ball. Vinicius Junior! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Miller, aim forwards. Waterman. Davis. And it's Davis. Buchanan. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Larin. Very nicely done. He's having a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Out to the right. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And he's there to clear it. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Now this could be a chance. And he's running, it's Vinicius! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Now that's well seen too. Bruno Guimaraes. Estevao. Now it's ref... And the shot! Osorio. Buchanan. Buchanan chasing after it. Bruno Guimaraes. Moved on forwards. Dyer wins the duel this time. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Larin. Estevao. Applies the finish! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Osorio. Oh, that's nice. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Aim forwards. Santos. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Davis, gently done. Over to the left, hangs one in. Davis has overhit that horribly. Great defending, strong and determined. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Larin. And he's well... Damn it! He's missed, but not by that far.
David certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Danilo. Moved on forwards. Fabinho. Santos is onto it in a flash. Bremer. Approaching the half-hour mark. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Forwards and with intent. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's going to go a long way. Miller getting this one clear, and they've got rid, and it's played forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Waterman. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's lofted through here. And the shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Miller attempts a clearance. It's a throw. And it's Danilo. Oh, nice touch. And claimed it back swiftly. David. Out to the left it goes. Osorio. Oh, this is a great position. And Larin! Santos. Fabinho. Fabinho shifted upfield. And it's Davis. Hit into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Santos. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Brazil keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. Estevan, spread out to the left. Buchanan. Rafinha. Danilo. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Fabinho. Fabinho played out towards the right wing. That is lovely. Chooses to go back. Chance for a shot! Yeah, getting this one clear. Now it's Larin. Larin does really well to win the ball there. Lovely feet. Larin looking to run onto it. Now who's going to be first to this? That was nowhere near his best. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho. Estevan. Santos. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Osorio. David. Oh, good spread. He is through here. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Marquinhos. Santos. Fabinho. Now it's David. Laia. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's there to get it away. Laia is sporting a guilty look after that.
clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Fabinho. Oh, can he get onto this? Santos. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Bruno Guimaraes. Played out wide, and he's managed to get free. And the finish! And here's and again! Oh, it's come loose. A chance to... could be danger here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Larin. Now it's Larin. He can get that clear. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Moved on forwards. Davis. Davis with a cross. Fabinho. And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's on his way. Aim forwards. Now it's David. Clipped into space. That is a great pick out. David! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Marquinhos. Santos. Santos. Esteval. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A searching ball out wide. Danilo with the cross. Yeah, tries to clear. He's dealt with that well. Buchanan. Referee has just said play on. Moved on forwards. Buchanan goes on a run down the left wing. Nice control. And he's heaved it away. Larin. Laia. Really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Cross goes in there. Santos. Danilo. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes shifted upfield. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nice physical challenge. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he latch on to this? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Laya. Aim forwards. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Danilo. Thinks one through. Laya can get it clear. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Santos moved on forwards. Santos, and it's played forward. Buchanan. Fabinho gently done. Larin. He has found a way through. Santos. Esteval. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Esteval. Bruno Guimaraes. And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Buchanan. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Santos. Bremer. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And it's Danilo. reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's been won straight back. Marquinhos. Santos. Ball is over the line. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Over to the left. Buchanan. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Santos. Danilo. Done delicately. Can he go for a shot? It's there! The second half sparks straight into life. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Waterman. Fabinho. Esteval. Out towards the flank. He's cut it out. Osorio. That's a nicely weighted pass. Calmly anticipates. Santos. Esteval. Rafinha. Rafinha! He'll try to keep this alive. Incoming delivery. Lallea. Lallea forwards and with intent. Esteval. Oh, it's a great ball here. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Danilo looking to hit the byline here. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Brazil, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Waterman. Osorio. They've played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Santos. And here's Rafinha. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Davies, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. He shoots! It's in! And they've got their lead back. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes succumbs to the pressure. Osorio moved on forwards. David. Bremer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Danilo. Rafinha. Danilo. And that's aimed into them. Can he finish? There are a few waiting for it. Has a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And that's a throw-in. Laia. Osorio. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Osorio. Brilliantly cut out. Santos. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Buchanan goes on a charge down the left. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vinicius Junior under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw. Played into the middle. No, that's not going to find its target. Davis played back in. That's really well cleared. Laia. Osorio. Larin. Played out to the right. Now that's a fine challenge. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Osorio, and it's played forward. Lobbed in behind. Damn it! Well, that is That's rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bremer, gently done. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes, played out to the left flank. Davis. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Miller. Moved on forwards. Buchanan. Now it's Larin. Larin. In comes the corner. Davis with the short one. David, and he takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
David clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. That looks a good cross. Marquinhos clears it away. Buchanan knocks it out wide. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Danilo, lofted in. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha! It's a loose ball. Can he deliver? Laia can get it clear. Cleared without complication.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Santos. Osorio. Waterman. That's really well manoeuvred. Larin. David. Oh, he's bustling through here. David played out towards the right wing. Fabinho. Canada have reclaimed it. Estevan. Santos. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That has been cut short. Santos. Out to the left it goes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Time to deliver. Bruno Guimaraes. Now that's well seen too. Bremer aim forwards. And it's Danilo. David looking to add to his goal. Larin. He's shifting through the gears here. Bremer. Santos. Marquinhos gently done. Santos. Santos wins the duel this time. Buchanan. Buchanan shifted upfield. Now it's David. That has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Osorio. Danilo cuts it out. And he's managed to get free. Danilo has created one goal already. Rafinha. Rafinha looking for a runner. Santos. It's Santos! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Osorio. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Over to the left. That's an imaginative pass. That'll be a corner. Buchanan tries to clear. Decent progress down the left. He has found the way through. David. Marquinhos gets it away. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Santos. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rafinha plays it short. And it's Fabinho. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos. Fabinho. Played out wide. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's played forward. Now it's David. Ah, such a clever touch.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And they've got a throw. Danilo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Moved on forwards. Davis is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Marquinhos. Santos, aim forwards. Laia cuts out the pass. Davis. Now it's David. Buchanan. And that could set him on his way. Santos. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Ambitious ball here. Davis. Waterman. Buchanan looks to get on the end of this. Buchanan tries looking up for options on the left. Now it's David. David! Santos. That's really well manoeuvred. Davis shifted upfield. Now it's David. And it's Davis. Davis. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. That's very neat. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Davis! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Oh, that is a bit special. Canada take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Danilo. Rafinha. Danilo. Fabinho. Plays it through. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice. 75 minutes played. A chance to play it in. And here's Vinicius Junior. Goes for the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Santos out to the right. Cross from Rafinha. Maya tries to clear. Oh, sweet feet. Davis gets it clear. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Santos. Santos. It's run loose here. Waterman. Osorio. Waterman. And it's played forward. Miller. Davis. Miller. Aim forwards. Bremer, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Danilo. He is just caressing the ball. Turns and goes back. He's had a shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. That's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense. It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Danilo is the guilty party there. Esteban. Marquinhos. Santos. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. Santos. Oh, it's played into the area. He's got space in here. Rafinha!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Larin has got himself a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Santos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Great ball if he can get there. Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. No way through, so... And a chance! And that's off target.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Moved on forwards. Throw in. Fabinho does really well to win the ball there. Buchanan. Now it's David. Big chance! And that would have won it.
Buchanan really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Esteval. Santos. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. It is quite a run he's making here. Fabinho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he cuts out the supply. Osorio. Keeps on running. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Larin. Fabinho forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Santos. That's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius. It's Vinicius! And he hits the net. What a climax we have here! Any thoughts on the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. The final 5 minutes. Brazil are running out of time to save themselves. Miller. Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Out towards the flank. Santos. Bruno Guimaraes. Brazil desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Muscular approach does pay off here.
Canada nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Buchanan. David. David, laid out to the left flank. Oh, nice touch. Buchanan. And here's Davis.
Canada can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Vinicius Junior played through into space.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Buchanan. Waterman. Aim forwards. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nice physical challenge.
Canada really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Fabinho.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
He's found a way through. Rafinha.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Played towards the other side. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out towards the right wing. Bullish header! Maya getting this one clear. Santos. Showing good feet. Bruno Guimaraes. Shot a goal! He thumps it clear. They are right into last chance territory. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's been played through. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Moved on forwards. Bremer. Bruno Guimaraes. Deep into stoppage time. Short changes him with that pass. Osorio. Maya. Waterman. Osorio. Looks to the other side. Buchanan. Now it's David. Lovely, great chance! And yes, it's there! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Canada could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Your reflections then, Jim?
Brazil certainly didn't see this coming. They didn't even walk the walk, never mind talk the talk.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.